Hey YouTube, this is Ipsissimus Venger Asnaz Satanis of the Cult of Cthulhu. How's it going? It has been a while since I made a video, and I've just been really busy. I also wanted to just get away from the internet a little bit, just take some time off from being online. I check my email like once every 3 days, and once a week check YouTube and all the other things, Facebook. But I've been trying to, stay offline as much as possible for the last 3 weeks, last month. Just been busy with other things, but also I wanted to give the cult a chance to run without me for a little bit, without me micro or macro managing it. So that's good. It's a good thing. Get away, take a little bit of a vacation. But I've also been working on a special project. I'm writing a novel. So the poetry and the short stories, all well and good and awesome. But this is the next step that I just felt I needed to take. I needed to, write a book, a novel. Not a book like Cthulhu Cult or Libre AO, because those are books, even though I self-published them. But this is a novel that I'm working on, and I want to, after I finish it, I want to find a literary agent or a publisher and, get it out there in bookstores and things like that. So, that's my newest goal. And that's been taking up time, of course. What else do I want to talk about? The baby's good. Briella Emerald. She's 5 months old now, and maybe I'll show her again in another video soon. But yeah, she's doing good. Growing like a little weed. That's exciting. Getting married in a month or so. A little over a month. September 24th. That's the wedding date. So that is exciting as well. That's new. What else? I was asked by Maverick666 a few questions. He wanted to ask me questions for me to answer in a YouTube video, so that's what I'm doing now. This is part 2 of this video. What is magic and what defines it? Well, my personal definition of magic for a long time has been willed change, or change that comes about via the magician's will. And I'm sure this is going to leave people hanging, and people are going to want more of a detailed answer. And maybe I can give some of that now, and maybe some of it can wait until people actually ask me specific questions. A lot of people don't have will. They think they do, because they're walking around and they want stuff. But that in itself is not will or willpower. That's just, just mechanical, natural wanting stuff. So, but what a magician can acquire is actual will, instead of just ephemeral desire and wanting things. And the will I'm talking about is very close, if not in actuality, true will. And that goes deeper than a lot of the bullshit that we deal with every day. The little things that we want, or the things that bother us or annoy us, or the things we feel we can't live without. I don't know. True will goes deeper than that. True will, it goes to your purpose or your destiny, who you really are, your essence. When you know that, then you're closer to knowing your true will and actually having willpower. And once you have willpower, then you can actually make magic happen. You can make your desires real, substantial, and acquire them. What defines it? Maybe I just answered that. I don't know who can say, where magic begins and ends. According to the magician, and what he wills. It just depends. Magician goes out and maybe performs a ritual based on his will, and he gets more or less what he wants, what he was after. Maybe not by it falling out of the sky, but maybe more seemingly natural means. Is that magic? Is that not magic? That's for the magician himself to decide. Okay, and now, part 3. I want to talk about the left-hand path gathering, or coming together, that Styx Hexenhammer 666 was talking about. I think this is very exciting and fortuitous, just when I thought that maybe this whole left-hand path unification or strengthening or even identification, I guess, because a lot of people, don't want to identify as being left-hand path, or they want to talk endlessly about what's left-hand path and what's right-hand path, or what the middle path might be. You just gotta, know where certain things lie. You gotta draw a line in the sand and, just start struggling and just start fighting and just start pushing back on all the bullshit, all the consensual reality stuff that is forced upon us. And just get out there and do your own thing. And if you really listen to yourself and hear what you're saying and know what you mean, then chances are you're going to be a lot more left-hand path than anything else. And if you're doing that, and you're involved in some sort of organization, then I would think it behooves you to work with others of like mind. Or not like mind, but maybe a similar approach or a similar goal. And that's kind of what I wanted with the whole left-hand path unification. And I think that's what will eventually occur, whether I'm part of it or not. But hopefully I will be. Hopefully this thing can come about before I'm dead and gone. And this is a good step, this coming together, this gathering, at the very end of 2012. I believe it's December 21st, 2012, sort of around that neighborhood area. But yeah, what Styx was talking about, a rally, maybe one giant conclave of a rally, maybe lots of little rallies in different areas, so no one has to drive or fly several hours, just to meet. It depends. It depends on what happens. Making it political, I think that could be very useful, because certainly other groups are using politics on their side, and politics determines a lot of things. Determines, money, where the power goes, who gets a say in what, different laws. I don't know, how the people are governed. Politics is into everything. Is the left-hand path political? Probably to some degree. So maybe we should push that idea or that agenda. And for those who doubted that the left-hand path would rise up, or that it would unify, or come together, or have some sort of purpose or meaning in the coming years, hopefully this is either a wake-up call or something like that. A chance to, do something, to be something, to forge something, to move ahead, and it'll prove that, several people hundreds, maybe even thousands of people want this, and it is going to take place, whether there are naysayers or not. I think it's very exciting that a website is being made, and a lot of videos, response videos, are being made. I'm very grateful that Styx Hexenhammer 666 mentioned the Cult of Cthulhu, because we are definitely on board. We've been on board and prophesying some sort of left-hand path unification or coming together or resurgence for a while now. And this is a huge step forward, so I'm excited to be a part of it. Yeah, the website, I think that's cool. I definitely think there should be a donate button somewhere. You know, I would donate money to the cause, you know, to help organize it in whatever fashion. You know, if the website needed money, I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. You know, and that's sometimes how you get things done. Intentional suffering, you know. Things cost. There's a price. There's a price to pay for what you want. And I'm willing to pay that price. Down to the bone. You know, and not just about money, and not just about the left-hand path, or politics, or the Cthulhu cults, or anything like that. But if you want anything in this life, you know, you've got to work for it. And then the more work you put in, the more rewards you will reap. That's just the way things go. So hopefully that's a lesson for people that needed that lesson, or needed to be reminded of it. And I do think it's history in the making. And for whatever part I do have to play in this, you know, apocalyptic December 21st, 2012 thing, whatever it is, this meme, I'm going to definitely take some video footage, take some pictures, and document the shit out of it, because it is history in the making. It's our history. It's the left-hand path history. And, you know, it's a part of what I'm about, which is the Cult of Cthulhu. That's like, you know, a lot of my whole world. Sure, I've got my other hobbies, I've got my family, I've got work, and my other passions, horror movies, and things like that. The writing. But really at the end of the night, the end of the day, I've got the Cthulhu cult. That's who I am, and that's what I do. And that's more than enough for me. It keeps me very busy, and I want to continue it. So, that's probably enough for this video. And thanks for listening. Yeah, Cthulhu Fatagan.